Have you ever felt something so deeply, but when you tried to explain it, people just didn't get it? Maybe they told you to get over it, or that you were too sensitive, or even worse, ignored it completely. It's painful, right? Feeling misunderstood can make you question yourself, doubt your emotions, and even feel like you're alone in what you're going through. But here's something I want you to hold on to. Even if no one else understands, your feelings are valid. There's this misconception that if others don't agree with how we feel, then our emotions must be wrong. But emotions aren't about logic or approval. They're signals, reflections of our inner world. They tell us when something matters, when something hurts, when we feel unsafe, or when something brings us joy. You don't need someone else's permission to feel what you feel. Your emotions are real because you are real. Think about it. Every person has a different story, a different past, different fears, and different dreams. That means the way you experience the world will never be exactly like someone else's. And that's not only okay, it's human. Just because someone else wouldn't be hurt in the same situation doesn't mean you're overreacting. Just because someone else brushes it off doesn't mean you should too. You feel because you care. You feel because you're alive. And that's something to respect, not to be ashamed of. Sometimes people dismiss your emotions not because they're bad people, but because they don't know how to sit with their own feelings. They're uncomfortable with vulnerability, so they avoid it, yours and theirs. But that doesn't mean your feelings aren't important. It just means they might not have the tools to support you the way you need. And that's why it's so important to validate yourself. Say it with me, my feelings matter even if no one else sees them. One of the bravest things you can do is to stay connected to your emotional truth, even when others don't understand it. That doesn't mean you need to act on every feeling immediately or let your emotions control you. It means listening to them, honoring them, and giving yourself the space to feel without shame. That's where healing begins. That's where strength is built. So the next time someone says, "Why are you making such a big deal out of this?" or "It's not that serious," take a deep breath and remind yourself, it is serious to me, and that's enough. You don't have to convince anyone else. You don't have to justify your emotions. You just have to honor them. And if you ever need a space where you can be reminded of this, come back here. Let this be your safe corner of the internet where your feelings are never too much and your heart is always heard. Because here, we don't minimize emotions. We understand that behind every feeling is a story, and behind every story is a human being who matters. If this message resonates with you, if you've ever felt unseen or unheard, I invite you to stick around. Subscribe to this channel, not just to follow, but to join a community that believes in validating feelings, even the quietest ones. Let's keep building a space where empathy is powerful and every voice matters, including yours.